All right. So here we are. The 2020 Trump versus Biden debates seem to be warming up for the next few minutes. See what she's got to say, though.
Democratic process. And thank you all for watching.
Let some people file in. So yeah, it doesn't start for another.
Thank you, Tom and Barbara, very much.
5-10
Most
minutes.
valuable player.
6 minutes.
Award for this evening goes to Toby Cosgrove. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. One housekeeping bit for the audience. As soon as this debate is over, if you will please remain seated, you will be shown which way to exit. And please stay where you are until that happens. I would like to now introduce Chris Wallace,
What a boomer
the moderator
fest.
of this evening's debate.
Tepid clap. Tepid clapping. So yeah, let some people fucking file in, you know. Wait, what happened to the fucking audio? What the fuck? What the hell? There's no audio all of a sudden. That is very peculiar.
To family stuff, and so
What the hell?
I'm very curious to see what's
This
gonna happen.
guy.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you. Listen, Trump is proud.
Chris Wallace is all fucking muted.
Biden
Why
proud
is
to be
that?
Biden. When the family issues hit, and I think they will hit, I think there will be questions raised about Hunter. I think we're going to see how does he handle that, and also
Yeah, Joe Biden is gonna get
some of this
absolutely
family
fucking
stuff is not fair
thrashed.
game because of this tax stuff. So you might be in a situation
Amen to
now
that.
where you have two dads proud of their families, proud of themselves, trying to.
I don't understand why I can't hear
navigate
Chris
that
Wallace
kind
on
of
this
family
one.
feud, which is
I'm
now
very
a part of
perplexed by
national
that.
I think that we may be sort of, we're talking about Biden getting hit and then pivoting, but I think Biden's going to hit back a little bit too. I do. If it's, I don't know if it's on family per se, Van, but
He's
I
gonna
do
fucking-
think that there are going to be issues that
He's gonna
Biden's just
flounder
gonna
like
go
you would
right
not
back at
believe,
him.
We're
dude.
just minutes away. Let's
He's gonna
get back to
stammer and
Well, it's
stutter
obviously
for
a huge night,
nonsense.
and we're just minutes away from it. Dana, closing thoughts as we prepare for this big moment?
That this is really one of the most important moments that we've seen in politics, certainly since we've all been covering it, definitely for me, because of the reason that we were talking about. We are in a pandemic, and
Nope.
people haven't really been able to see these candidates.
There's like
in the
9,000
traditional ways
deaths
that
total,
we
like, for
usually
real
see candidates, especially
deaths.
at this late stage of the game. And this is a high stakes moment no matter what year, but especially right now.
There's First Lady Melania Trump walking in with
Woohoo!
her niece. Not often seen at events where her husband is featured, but all of her family.
Is C-SPAN
walking
that
in
fucking
masks.
inept, you think?
Yeah, I mean, you can't forget the fact that we are in a country in crisis, and I think the American people are looking.
Because I really don't want to fucking... Here we go. Yeah, they'll put it back on for Melania and company. Hell yeah. Wait, did it go away again? These fucking corporate fucking goofballs, man. I gotta tell ya. Oh, man. Dead ass silence, dude. What is going on with C-SPAN?
For some version.
There better be some, like, big pyrotechnic, pro wrestler-esque intro, dude. How modern and just idiocracy-ish would that be? Just how appropriate would it be for the time? Oh. Keep America great again. There's nearly 500,000 people watching, just like dead silence and tepid fucking golf clapping. You know, that's better than, honestly, like the debate between, what was it, Gank Yogurt and Ben T. Cozy Hat Shapiro. That was just, dude, every other line was just, woo, right, yeah, whoop his ass. Like every other fucking, that was irritating. So I hope that this doesn't repeat a lot of that fucking nonsense. That would be pretty cool if they refrain from that. What do you think? Sound off in the chat. Bullshit, bullshit. I gotta ask, what does MAGA stand for? Oh, wait, I think I know what it is. Something spicy. Oh, Wallace, this motherfucker. This old lizard, tepid, alien fucking motherfucker. Pod person. Alright, spit it out.
Good evening from the Health Education Campus of Case Western Reserve University and the Cleveland Clinic. I'm Chris Wallace of Fox News, and I welcome you to the first of the 2020 presidential debates between President Donald J. Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. This debate is sponsored by the Commission on Presidential
2020.
Debates. The Commission has designed the format, 6 roughly 15-minute segments, with 2-minute answers from each candidate to the first question, then open discussion for the rest of each segment. Both campaigns have agreed to these rules. For the record, I decided the topics and the questions in each topic. I can assure you, none of the questions has been shared with the Commission or the 2 candidates. This debate is being conducted under health and safety protocols designed by the Cleveland Clinic, which is serving as the health security advisor to the Commission for all 4 debates. As a precaution, both campaigns have agreed the candidates will not shake hands at the beginning of tonight's debate. The audience here in the hall has promised to remain silent. No cheers, no boos or other interruptions, so we, and more importantly you,
we at home will be doing plenty of that.
The candidates have to say. No noise except right now, as we welcome the Republican nominee, President Trump, and the Democratic nominee, Vice President Biden.
Make America great again, woohoo! No.
How you doing, man? How are you? I'm well.
He's stoned. How you doing, man?
Gentlemen, a lot of people have been waiting for this night, so let's get going. Our first subject is the Supreme Court. President Trump, you nominated Amy Coney Barrett over the weekend.
Oh no, she's too Catholic.
Succeed the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the court. You say the Constitution is clear about your obligation and the Senate's to consider a nominee to the court. Vice President Biden, you say that this is an effort by the president and Republicans to jam through an appointment and what you call an abuse of power. My first question to both of you tonight, why are you right in the argument you make and your opponent wrong? And where do you think a Justice Barrett would take the court. President Trump, in this first segment, you go first, 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Chris. I will tell you very simply, we won the election. Elections have consequences. We have the Senate, we have the White House, and we have a phenomenal nominee, respected by all.
You better do
Top,
something
top
with it.
Academic, good in every way, good in every way. In fact, some of her biggest endorsers are very liberal people from Notre Dame and other places. So I think she's going to be fantastic. We have plenty of time. Even if we did it after the election itself, I have a lot of time after
She's
the
kind
election.
of a liberal
as you know.
then.
So I think that she will be outstanding. She's going to be
Because Catholics are somewhat
as
progressive,
good
if
as
you think about
anybody
it.
that has served
Aside
in that
from the
court.
abortion
I really
issue.
feel that we have a professor at Notre Dame, highly respected by all. Said she's the
Globalist,
single greatest student he's ever had. He's been a professor for a long time at a great school. And we won the election, and therefore we have the right to choose her. And very few people knowingly would say otherwise. And by the way, the Democrats
Make
they
liberal
wouldn't even
cat
think about
ladies
not
all
doing
the
it.
world
If they
over
had the only
cry.
difference is to try and do it faster. There's no way they would give it up. They had Merrick Garland, but the problem is they didn't have the election, so they were stopped. And probably that would happen in reverse also. Definitely would happen in reverse. So we won the election, and we have the right to do it, Chris.
President Trump, thank you. Same question to
Is
you,
the
Vice
audio out?
President Biden. You have 2 minutes.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this, and looking forward to this, Mr. President.
Thank you, Joe.
The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is, and that say occurs when they vote for a United States senators and when they vote for the President of the United States. They're not going to get that chance now because we're in the middle of an election already. The election has already started. Tens of thousands of people have already voted. And so the thing that should happen is we should wait. We should wait and see what the outcome of this election is, because that's the only way the American people get to express their view is by who they elect as president and who they elect as vice president. Now, what's at stake here is the president's made it clear he wants to get rid
Law
of
and
the
order
Affordable
is what's
Care
at stake.
He's been running on that. He ran on that, and he's been governing on that. He's in the Supreme Court right now trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, which will strip 20 million people from having insurance, health insurance now.
Is it good insurance?
If it goes into court. And the
Is that
justice,
what's
and I have
conveniently left
nothing-
out?
I'm not opposed to the justice. She seems like a very fine person. But she's written before she went on the bench, which is her right, that she thinks that the Affordable Care Act is not constitutional. The other thing that's on the court, and if it's struck down, what happens? Women's rights are fundamentally changed. Once again,
Oh, no more baby
a woman could
killing
be
or
held
less of
to pay
it.
more money because she has a
Maybe.
pre-existing condition of pregnancy. They were able to charge a woman more for the same exact procedure a man did.
Oh, wage gap,
And
dude.
that ended when we, in fact, passed the Affordable Care Act. And there's 100
Wage
million
gap
people who have
ended,
pre-existing
dude.
conditions, and they'll be taken away as well. Those pre-existing conditions, the insurance companies are going to love this. And so it's just not appropriate to do
Biden
this
voters
before
think
this
that
election.
the OK
If he
symbol
wins
is a white
the
supremacist
election
symbol,
and the Senate is
and that the
Democrat
wage
or
gap is
Republican,
real.
then he goes forward. If not, we should wait until February.
There aren't 100 million people with pre-existing conditions. As far as the say is concerned, the people already had their say. Okay, Justice Ginsburg said very powerfully, very strongly, at some point, 10 years ago or so, she said a president and the Senate is elected for a period of time, but a president's elected for 4 years. We're not elected for 3 years. I'm not elected for 3 years. So we have the Senate, we have a president.
He's elected to the next
During
election.
that period of time,
Fill
we
the
have
seat.
an opening. I'm not elected for 3 years. I'm elected
Fill
for 4
the
years.
seat.
And the
Election's
100
already
million people,
started.
Joe.
Fill
100
the
million people is
seat.
totally wrong. I don't know where you got that number.
Fill
the bigger
the
problem that you
seat.
have is that you're going to extinguish 180 million people with their private health care that they're very
That's
happy
simply
with.
not true.
Well, you're certainly
knows
going
that.
to socialist.
Go
You're
ahead.
going to
This
socialist
is,
medicine.
we're now into, gentlemen, we're now into open discussion.
Open discussion.
Open discussion. Yes, I agree. Go ahead, Vice President.
Number
Biden.
one, he knows that what I proposed. What I proposed is that we expand Obamacare and we increase it. We do not wipe any. And one of the big debates we had with 23 of my colleagues trying to win the nomination that I won, were saying that Biden wanted to allow people to have private insurance still. They can. They do. They will under my
jacked
proposal.
up premiums.
Said,
But
that's not what
that
your
is-
party has said.
that is simply
Your party
a lie.
doesn't say it. Your
That
party
is
wants to
simple.
go socialist
My
medicine
party is
and
me.
socialist
Right
healthcare.
now, I am
and
the
they're going to
Democratic
dominate
Party.
you, Joe. You know that.
I am the Democratic
it's a little bit of
Party
a
right
boomer
now.
take, I think.
The platform of the
Not a
Democratic
Socialism
Party
spook
is what
young
I,
people
in
as
fact,
much
approved of.
as it does
What
boomers.
I approved of. Now, here's the deal. The deal is that it's going to wipe out pre-existing conditions. And by the way, the 200,000 people that have died on his watch, how many of those have survived? Well, there's 7 million people that contracted COVID. What does it mean for them going forward if you strike down the Affordable Care Act? And
Joe, you've had
pre-existing conditions?
308,000 military people dying because you couldn't provide them proper health care in the military. So don't tell me
I'm
about
happy
this.
to talk about
And
this.
if you were here,
Look,
it
here's
wouldn't
the
be
deal.
200, it would be 2 million people because you were very late on the draw. You
Late
didn't
on
want
the
me to
draw.
ban China, which was heavily infected. You
China.
didn't want me to ban
All right, gentlemen,
Europe, which
no,
was heavily
Mr. President,
You would have
Mr.
been much
President,
later, Joe.
Mr. President,
Much
Is Trump
later.
floundering
Talking
on this
about
one?
2 million people.
You're not gonna be able
President,
to
as
shut
the
him up.
moderator, we are going to talk about COVID in the next segment, but go ahead.
Let me
Fovid,
finish.
dude?
The point
You wanna
is
talk
that
about that shit?
the president also is opposed to Roe v. Wade. That's on the ballot as well in the court. And so that's also at stake right now. And so the election is already
You don't know it's on the
begun.
ballot. Why is it on the ballot?
Because
Why is
you're
it
Lion
on
Joe.
the ballot?
It's on the ballot in the
I
court.
don't think so.
In the court. Well,
There's nothing happening there.
Donald, would you
And
just
you don't
be quiet
know
for a
her
minute?
view on Roe v. Wade. You
I
don't
don't
know her
know.
view.
Well, all right. All right.
And
let's
that won't
talk-
even
I
ban
mean,
abortion. We all know that.
We
That's
got
not
a lot
going
to
to ban
unpack
it.
here, gentlemen. We got a lot of time. So.
I mean, it would in like what? Alabama.
On health care. And then we'll come back to Roe v. Wade.
All right.
But not
Mr.
Wisconsin.
President, the Supreme Court
Or
will hear
Ohio.
a case
Maybe.
a
We'll
week
see.
after the election in which the Trump administration, along with 18 state attorneys general, are seeking to overturn
That's right.
Obamacare, to end Obamacare. You have spent the last...
Because they want to give good health care.
If I may ask
ahead.
my question, sir.
Good health care.
Over the last 4 years, you have promised to repeal and replace Obamacare, but you have never in these 4 years come up with a plan, a comprehensive plan
Yes,
to
I have.
replace Obamacare.
Of course I have.
Well, I'll
I
give
got
you
rid
an
of
opp-
the
and when I
individual
finish,
mandate.
I'm going to give you an
Excuse me.
opportunity.
I got rid of the individual mandate, which was a
Alpha.
big
It's not a
chunk of
comprehensive
Obamacare. That
plan.
is absolutely a big thing. That was the
I
worst
didn't
part of
ask you,
Obamacare.
sir.
Chris,
You're
that was the
debating him,
worst
not
part of
me.
Obamacare.
Let me ask my
Well,
question.
I'll ask Joe.
I
The
no.
individual mandate was the most
What a fucking
unpopular
wanker.
aspect of
Mr.
Obamacare. I got
President,
rid of it.
I'd like you
and we
to,
will protect
Mr.
people
President,
with
I'm the
pre-existing
moderator of this
conditions.
debate, and I would like you to let me ask
Dude, you're
my
Porky
question,
Pig.
and then you can answer it. You, in the course of these 4 years, have never come up with a comprehensive plan to replace
Biased.
Obamacare. And just this last Thursday, you signed a largely symbolic
Dude, it's 2-on-1
executive
against
order
Trump,
to
bro.
protect people with pre-existing conditions 5 days before this debate. So my question, sir, is what is the Trump health care plan?
Fine. Well, first of all, I guess I'm debating you, not him. But
Yeah,
that's okay.
exactly.
I'm
What
not
the
surprised.
fuck?
Let me just tell you something. That
It's 2-on-1.
There's nothing symbolic. I'm cutting drug prices. I'm going with favored nations, which no president has the courage to do because you're going against big pharma. Drug prices will be coming down 80 or 90%. You could have done it during your
Terrific.
47-year period in government, but you didn't do it. Nobody's done it. So we're cutting health care.
about
All of
that's
the
funny?
things that we've done,
He has not
insulin.
High
I'll
drug
give you an
prices are
example,
hilarious to
insulin.
Joe Biden.
It was destroying families, destroying people. The cost, I'm getting it for so cheap. It's like water, you want to know the truth. So cheap. Take a look at all of the drugs what we're doing, prescription drug prices. We're going to allow our governors now to go to other countries to buy drugs because
When in
they
fact-
pay just a tiny fraction.
As I say,
of
this
what
is
we do.
open discussion.
No,
Let
but
me
this
ask
is
you about,
big.
you'll
This
be
is
happy,
big stuff.
sir. You'll be happy.
Huge.
I'm about to pick up on one of your points to ask the vice president, which is he points out that you would like to
Wow, he
add
just
a
passes the
public
ball. He just
option
lobs it to fucking Biden.
Obamacare, and
Yes.
the argument that he makes, and other Republicans make,
biased.
is that is going to end private insurance.
It is
and
not.
will, if I can
sorry.
ask you the question, it will
Not
end
what your party
pri-
says, by the way.
It will end private insurance and create a government takeover of health care.
It does not. It's only for those people who are so poor they qualify for Medicaid. They can get that free in most states, except governors who want to deny people who are poor Medicaid. Anyone who qualifies for
I
Medicare
don't think that's
would,
true.
Medicaid would automatically
I think that might be like liar,
be
liar,
enrolled
pants
in
on
the
fire,
public
false.
option. the vast majority of the American people would still not be in that option. Number one.
Joe, you
Number
agreed
two.
with Bernie Sanders, who's far
did-
left, on the manifesto, we call it. And that gives you socialized medicine.
Look, hey,
I don't think-
I'm not going to listen to him. The fact of the matter is, I beat Bernie Sanders.
Not by much.
I beat him a whole hell of a lot. I'm here standing facing you, old buddy.
Pocahontas
Ding
would
him.
have left
Well,
2
I
days
tell
early.
you,
You would have lost every primary.
all he knows how to
on
do
Super
is-
Tuesday. You got very lucky.
no.
I got very lucky.
This is
and you get very
flying
lucky
this
tonight
time?
as well. And tonight I'm going to
With
make
what?
sure, because
With what?
here's the deal. Here's the deal. The fact is that everything he's saying so far is simply a lie. I'm not here to call out his
Nope.
lies. Everybody knows he's a liar.
But you
I just
agree.
want to
Hey,
make sure.
Joe, you're the liar.
I want to make sure.
Graduated last in your class, not first in your class.
I want to make
Mr.
sure.
President, can you let him finish, sir?
No, he doesn't know how to do that. He has,
You'd be
you know,
surprised.
you pick
You'd be surprised.
the wrong guy, the wrong night at the wrong time.
Listen, you agreed with
Here's the
Bernie
deal.
Sanders to the
The
manifesto.
whole idea.
Let him
Steamrolling
There is
him.
no manifesto.
Please let him speak, Mr.
Number
President.
two.
You just lost the left.
Number two.
You just lost the left. You agreed with Bernie Sanders on a plan.
Folks,
that's absolutely
folks,
agreed
do you have
to,
any
and under that
idea
plan,
what
you have
this clown's
socialized,
doing?
They call it
Mr.
Medicare.
Do you have any
President.
Socialized medicine.
Mr.
Well, I
President,
tell you what, he is not for any help for people needing health care.
He wants to kick puppies down the stairs
Already has cost
laugh
10 million
maniacally.
people their health care that they had from their employers because of his recession. Number one. Number two,
yeah.
there are 20 million people getting health care through Obamacare now that he wants to take it away. He won't ever look you in the eye and say that's what he wants to do. Take it away.
No, I want to give
Number
them better
three.
health care at a much lower price
But-
because
and by the way,
Obamacare
he doesn't
is
know
no
how.
good.
He doesn't know how
I've
to do
already
that.
fixed it.
He has never
I've
offered
already
a
fixed
plan.
it to an extent.
You gotta
He
fix
has
immigration
never done a
before you do
single
that,
thing.
man.
No, but probably don't.
Gentlemen, you
is
realize
no
if
Pretty
you're
much
both
before you
speaking
do
at the
anything.
same time,
And it's
I wonder if they'll touch on
let
that.
the president's. Go ahead, sir.
Obamacare is no good. We made it better. And I had a choice to make very early on. We took away the individual mandate. We guarantee pre-existing conditions, but took away the individual mandate. Listen, this is the way it is. And that destroyed, that they shouldn't even call it
You're
Obamacare.
so unbelievably
Then I had a
alpha.
choice to make. Do I let my people run it really well or badly? If I run it badly, they'll probably blame him, but they'll blame me. But more importantly, I want to help people, okay? I said, you got to run it so well.
That's what he's
And I
known for.
just had a meeting with them. They said the problem is no matter how well you run Obamacare, it's a disaster. It's too expensive. Premiums
I
are
got
too
it.
high, and
That's
it
what-
doesn't work.
It's a
So
handout to
we-
the
We
corporation.
do want to
No,
get
no,
rid of it.
but it's
Chris,
an
we
open
want to get rid of it.
I
and
understand
give
it's
some-
At the
but I
expense
have
of,
to-
like,
I have to give you
middle-class
roughly
taxpayers,
equal time.
pretty much.
Please let the vice president talk.
Good.
He
Yeah,
has
exactly.
no
Let the fucking
plan for
geriatric
healthcare.
old man talk.
He sends-
Fuck, dude.
Please.
He
2 to
sends
1.
out wishful thinking. He has executive orders that have no power. He hasn't lowered drug costs for anybody. He's been promising a health care plan since he got elected. He has none, like almost everything else he talks about. He does not have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. And the fact is, this man doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't
I
have a
one- I
plan
have
for
one
tying
final
your
question
goddamn
for you,
shoes, dude. You fucking
Mr. Vice
senile old
President.
man. Fuck you.
If Senate Republicans, we were talking originally about the Supreme Court here, if Senate Republicans go ahead and confirm Justice Barrett, there has been talk about ending the filibuster or even packing the court, adding to the 9 justices there. You call this a distraction by the president, but in fact it wasn't brought up by the president. It was brought up by some of your Democratic colleagues in,
Well, I'm
the,
saying-
in the Congress.
I wanna get to the
So my question
riots
to you is, you
section,
have
dude.
refused
That's like the
in
most
past to
juicy
talk about
part.
it. Are you willing to tell?
That was really a productive.